Hello, it's Grungy Girl Journals Lori B, and this is take two. I filmed, I think I started around 1:30 this afternoon, my time. It's 3 o'clock now, and my lighting was so much better. And now it's a little darker, and I tried to mess with it a little bit, and this is the best that I've got. So I apologize if it's dark and there's some glariness. Would you please say hello to Louie? I miss you. Are you seeing double? That's right, you are. Because these are twins. And I'm the only one that can tell them apart. You know why? Because I'm the mother. I birthed these babies. And their names are, this is V. And this is Val. And these are French journals. Everything in these are French related, French script, you know, all the French stuff. And they just turned out beautifully. It's the first time I've done two twin journals, and there's a reason for that. I won't go into it, but it was a challenge, and challenge accepted. And it took me a couple of months, which is about average for nowadays for me to get one done. So I'm really happy with the fact that I got two done. And this is all hand done. You can see my fingers right here. These are hand done, pretty much done side by side. So I didn't like start and finish one and then start and finish one. I think Val is the oldest sister, and she's the one that got handled the most, because you know she was the work in progress. And as I did her, wow, my light is really blown out. Let me see if I can. I hope that's better. You know, she was the work in progress and trying to figure things out. And then as I went along, I would stop on her and then I would work on V for a little bit. So there are very subtle differences. And I will point those out. I had a bit of a hard time trying to figure out how to show both of them and this video not be, you know, 2 hours long. The first time I tried it, I had no sound. And I ran out of space on my laptop and it stopped filming at around 3/4 of the way through. So all you saw was my hands doing this, you know, and that was about it. You know, I did a bunch of this and you couldn't hear anything. And then it stopped before it was supposed to. So I had to go in and I just pushed a bunch of buttons and I deleted a bunch of old files and I pushed all the volume buttons, and I think I have it. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? I hope so. So, okay, I got off track. So these are both hand stitched. Everything I did by hand. I'm forgetting all my words. It was fun to do. I will show you the differences as I go along, but like I said, there's very few. Maybe I only had one printout of something, or you know, these two napkins came out a little slightly different. I dyed them pink, and there's just a very subtle difference between the two. Let's see, this button is different on this one than this one, just a slight difference. But I really tried to keep them as similar as I could. And I see I have their initials on there, V. And this is doilies, lace, appliques cut up. There's some what do you call that, gauzy stuff. Some beads, seam binding. this beautiful French lace. I absolutely love it. There's some satin type material right there. And this one is pretty much the same. One of them is slightly, the print is slightly darker, and really that's just because of handling it. And I think it was a little lighter when I printed it out. That's Val here. This one may lighten up a little bit. I'm talking about the actual pretty French girl holding her roses. And this is all beading right here. These tiny, tiny. And I believe this means my little love, I think. I've already forgotten, but I'm pretty sure. This is from a quilt, an old quilt. Here's top view. They pretty much look the same, top view. And I think this one's slightly bigger. I'm talking 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch in length, because it just really depended on the materials I was working with. So there are those. And let's see. Let's open this one up. It has a tri-bow closure. And then it's got an inner closure. And all that does is it just keeps everything together, and it's a lot easier to do the outside closure. And this slips out. It just slips right out. You have to do it from the back because I knotted it back there. But that'll slip out if it bothers you, or if it gets too frayed. But this stuff is pretty, the Swiss dot material is pretty, it can take a lot. And I wish I could find some more. If anybody knows where I can find some of that, I got some in from eBay the other day. I can't find where I ordered it from. And I ordered some, and I got it in, and it was the most atrocious, shiny, polyester-y looking stuff, and I sent it back. That's not what this is, and I wish I knew. So please, if anybody, and I know Ruby and Pearl uses this as well, so if she should be watching, which it would be so nice if she was, I'm a fan girl. I'm a fan. If you please tell me your secret of where you get this. I would appreciate it. So here's the little pocket that is made out of a hanky. And I put a little quote in there. They're both the same. And I think the girls will really like those quotes. So I won't open them up. I'll let them read them. One is in French, and then I have it also in English. And this is a napkin, I believe, that I hand dyed. And these little butterflies, I wanted to make them a little stronger. You know, I printed them out on paper, but what I ended up doing was I backed them with some of this cheesecloth. And I got this on Amazon like 2 years ago. And this one is just double. So what I did was I cut them out, and then I glued them onto here, and then I cut around them and frayed them and distressed them. And they look like they are printed on fabric instead of paper. And they're a lot stronger. They won't rip. So that's how I did those. And these are throughout the book. I had a request for that, so I made sure to put the butterflies in here. I have these pink feathers, and I have a whole bunch of feathers from my jewelry days. And these are a pale, pale pink. And this is French script on this fabric. And I did all the, I call it hand quilting. I really don't know what it's called, but I made all those little tiny stitches in there to kind of give it a puffy appearance. And I'm going to try to flip through this quickly because I know how I am, and I know I always say that, but I've got two here, and I will be opening this one up, and I just don't want to, I don't want to drag it out. And so I'm going to try to go quickly. And if it's too boring, then just double time this video, just 2 times the speed, and then you'll be out of here. This is a French book dictionary page, some parchment stationery. I believe this is tracing paper, Jetame. My favorite Cupids, and that's just a piece of, I don't even know, some sort of probably table runner, really pretty. Got some pink polka dots. This is actually a pocket here. And I put that on with just some ribbon. And these are cute little cocktail napkins that I found on eBay. They're hand embroidered. And I just put a chiffon flower on there. And that's directly into the signature. And this is one signature. Plenty of places for writing and French caricature. They're just, they're going on their daily stroll. Elephant and a goose, and I think these are camels. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. Their hats are fabulous. And that is a menu. Some more of that hand-dyed ribbon I got on eBay. And all of my ephemera, except for a couple of little pieces, are digitals that I got off of Etsy, and I will put it in the description box below where I got them. I used a lot of different shops, and I will try to remember who they all are. And I just put these butterflies in this morning, so they're still a little stiff. I'm really sorry for the lighting. So receipt. And this is a postcard from a French, I guess it's a souvenir book where you can tear out the postcard, so there's like 25 in there. So this postcard is different from the one in here. And this is a digital from Sublime Stamps, and that would be my sweet friend Christina and her husband Patrick. This is their first digital, and I think they did a fantastic job. This one is called Ballroom, and I used 4 or 5 of the digitals in there. I had already planned this book, and so I just slipped a few of them in, but they're working on another one, and I really can't wait. I'm excited to see the next one. It's a French illustration, a watercolor, and doilies. Isn't this house pretty? That's my summer home. So pretty. Some doilies and another little cluster there. This is that French lace. And here's another one of Christina's and Patrick's digitals. And this is a background paper that is part of the kit. And I think it looked so good with this frame. It didn't come this way. I put them together, and I hadn't planned on having anything that dark in this book, but I just love it. It's my favorite page. That's from a book about France. Some French ads. There's another flip cluster. And I tried to use that French lace throughout the book. Just little pieces here and there. This is Christina's. When I say Christina, I mean Christina and Patrick. I have to include Patrick because I know he worked on it too. This receipt. And these are Flower Digitals I got off of Raw Pixel. And that is a free domain. They also have a membership that you can join. I'll put that below in the description as well. And this is that fibery paper. Some flashcards. And there's just a, let's see, what is it? I think it's the pink shoes. Yeah, pink shoes. There's Paris in pink. And this is one of the pages that's a little different in this, and I'll show you. It's just a different digital. I didn't have two printed out, and they were very similar, but otherwise everything is exactly the same. And this is a map. So I like everything to look old and look like it's been around a while and you know, been dropped a few times and you know, really used. That's what I think, that's what my style is all about. And I had posted on Facebook that I was thinking about changing my name from Grungy Girl Journals to something else because they're not super grungy. I mean, I've done grungier, but I would not say that they are, you know, hardcore grungy. But I've had that name for a while, and I actually got sick with some allergy stuff right after I posted that on Facebook, and so I haven't answered yet, but I got so many comments, and I appreciate it so much. I got lots of different ideas and, you know, just opinions, and some people said maybe I should have just a tagline, and so I decided not to change my name. I'm going to keep it. And maybe my tagline on Etsy will be age to imperfection, which is what I love. I love aging everything and making it look like it's been around a long time. Go faster, Lori, go faster. This is so pretty. Is that artist? I can't think of his name. Musa. That's one of his, you know, sketches. And it's an envelope, and it's just got extra little bits in there. The cluster. I'll put everything back later. There's another Sublime Stamp digital. Receipt. Here's another castle. Maybe this is my winter home. I don't have anything there, and I'll try to find something. I may keep it empty, but that's a pocket. Butterfly right there. And this is a pocket. Another French caricature. Isn't her hat fabulous? Love her. That just came off of another napkin. Cute cat. And these will loosen up more. They're a little stiff right now. A piece of applique. And I think all of the digitals mostly came from Ruby and Pearl XO, and there may be a couple of tailor-made journals from Lorna in here as well. I'll have to go back through, but those are mainly where I've gotten my French digitals from, and of course Christina and Patrick, and I will list those. This is just pressed flowers, and I wanted to put some roses, red roses I have in these, but they were way too big. They wouldn't fit in this pocket. So there's carnation, there's a carnation, and some baby's breath. And I love these little envelopes, and the way that you can make them look a little, you know, a little more realistic is print out an extra, and as you can see, I cut out the stamp to just give it some dimension, and also I cut out, well, there's another one around here somewhere. I cut out this part of it and glued it here and then roughed it up. So these aren't wasted. I'm sure I'll use this for another journal. The writing is so pretty. Little tuck spot. The back of that cocktail napkin. And there's a pretty pink check. And then we are at the back. And I will have my card in here. And here is my signature. And the month and year that I finished. So that was V, and this is Val, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm just going to point out a couple of differences. Of course, the feather is different. Everything else is, this one's a little more worn. So it's easier to see Jetame in person than it is on the screen. But it's just kind of, you know, it's gotten some wear. See, as I flip through, I can think of any other differences. The butterflies may be slightly different. I tried to use the same sizes, just slightly different patterns. And there's a different postcard. Oh, I used a different doily, paper doily. Everything is pretty much the same. I think the flowers may be different too. The flashcards are different. Oh, here's the one. This is just a different digital than the other one, but both of them have pretty writing. And this one also has the same pockets. And that is Val. So I hope that you like them. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up. I spent an hour doing well, it wasn't an hour. It was like 38 minutes and there was no sound, and I literally was talking to myself. So if you give me a thumbs up, I'll know that somebody was listening this time. And sorry about the delay. I put on Facebook that I'd be loading soon, and then that happened. But I got it done, and hopefully you will see this tonight. I hope you like Val and V, and I will see you next time. Bye.